Welcome back to the Downlane Bowling channel, Downlane Bowling fans. Today we're bringing you another review, the Phaze Ai by Storm. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to get jumped in it.
You're recording?
Recommendation.
Cool. Welcome back, Downlane Bowling channel, people. This is the assistant to the host, Anthony, and today we've got for you the Phaze Ai by Storm here, featuring its new Power Edge polish on the ball. We've got the Phase 2 or the Phase Spark the velocity core. The numbers on it are 247 for the RG, 0.053 for the differential. We've got the AI inner core, as Kyle put it, a little bit more amplified inertia to help us strike. We're going to get you guys a review the righties because they're just not as good as us. It might take a little bit of time, but stick with us. We'll give you all the shots you need. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Downlane Podcast. Here we go with the Phaze Ai. Two righties this time. Forget the lefties. They're terrible. Let's do this.
That's a bold statement to make when they've both cashed more than us.
Fair enough. But we've got I think we both have the Summit Peak to compare it to.
Yep.
So here we go. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first?
Yes. I don't even know where my ball is. Are any of these mine?
Is this it up here?
Nope. I found it. Here's my thumb.
Got a lot to edit out.
Here's my ball. All right. We got the Phaze Ai. I have not touched this cover, but I have thrown it a few times in league, and it hooks a boatload. I also threw it in a tournament on the bat. I am starting at 25 or 6, depending on how these boards line up. I'm going to look at 19. I hit 17, so I missed, and left the 10 pin. So, not bad. Thing gets down the lane and hooks. Like, dude, it just corners. Let's see what Austin does. I watched him throw it in league tonight. Austin throws it kind of good, a little better than me.
Low speed, high rev rate. So I think I am going to line up relatively close to where Kyle was, just to see kind of what it does. I'm going to probably be more around like 21 probably, lay down at the arrows. So we'll try to hit that spot, see what it does. Oh, way in. I'm taking that in a tournament. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I mean,
So-
you don't take an X away.
No. Thumb feels great, by the way. That 10-minute producer's great. Really good.
All right, so I'm going to stay in the same spot. I'm going to stay at 25. I'm going to look at 19 and see if I can actually hit my target. See if I can strike this time. That's a little better.
Wow. Wow. All right. I think you got on the side of that one, just a tad.
That's possible, and also a little slow. That thing just freaking hooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go left on the next shot.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just going to try to strike. Well, I missed 7 to 20 boards left. So
7 to 20.
anywhere in between there, it was a miss. So we're just going to try to hit our target on this one. Little right. Little right. Missed it at the bottom. I will say, the second this ball sees friction,
It goes.
it goes. It doesn't matter how bad you threw it. When it sees friction, it's going to go left.
Yeah. I do want to do a quick shout out to Nick, our I don't know what that is, our male model down there, or camera guy, or I don't know, he's just laying down, being an absolute something.
Just
or
give
other.
him a couple adult beverages. He'll do
All right,
whatever
so I
you
was
want.
on 25. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 4. I'm going 24. I'm going big time. 24, and I'm looking at 21.
And I missed.
Head pin. This is a bad experience.
Well, anyways, I hope the lefties, if you guys watch that video, are doing a little better than us to start. But I am going to follow suit with Kyle, just move a little left, get a little freer with it, and see if it'll make that corner without 4, 9, or 10 pin, because it's going to go either way. Do a little 3 and 2 left. Bang. Little aggressive on it, but that I've said since the first time I threw this ball, it has more power than anyone's going to ever need. Especially on the house shot, I kind of got to be a little more moderate with it. I can't really get all of it.
So what I noticed with this ball is that when I needed it, it was not on the fresh, right? So like this weekend I used it in a tournament on the 37-foot bat pattern, and I bowled 5 games, 1 ball. That was the reality check. But then I needed it when I moved in on the finals and jumped in, and it could actually corner, make it down the lane and corner. On the fresh, it's a little too clean, I think. But I'm going to stay where I was and see if I can actually hit my target. Let's see. Closer.
Let's go. That's pretty good.
That wasn't bad. It was a little right.
That's a little right of target, you think?
Yeah, it was a little right of target, but it was still good.
So I'm going to throw one more with this AI. Try not to get into it a little. Try not to get into it as much on this one. Last one I grabbed it at the bottom trying to place it.
Just throw it good.
So we're just going to be nice and soft. Let the ball do all the work. That was good.
That was a good one. That was good.
So yeah, just the second it gets to the friction, it just wants to go left. I've carried already with this ball. I've carried a lot more than I have, or should, I should say. The lower rev rate bowlers are going to eat this ball up.
Yeah, like
They're just going to eat it
hit
up.
the friction and go for it.
I mean, anybody who likes to play down and in with a little less rev rate, maybe even a little more ball speed, you're going to love this ball because the second it sees the friction, it's going to turn over for you. And pretty predictable, too. It's not that unpredictable. Yeah, I mean, it's just left.
Yes, it just hits the friction and goes left.
Yep.
So I'm going to pair this to my Summit Peak. And I think this one is a little slower off the spot, so I'm going to move a little right. So I was standing at 29, looking at 21. And I'm going to go back to about 24 and look at 18. Oh, we got some hook. We finally got some hook. I was using that in practice. I couldn't strike from the right. So that actually hooked. I'm going to move a little left with that one, but now that we both threw strikes with our phase, let's see what the Summit does.
So for me, my Summit's always, I've never really found a use where it's not forward off the back. And then again, that could be layout related, could be surface related. But all my stuff is still box finish. The AI is box finish. The Peak is box finish. I'm going to go back to where I started with the AI, and this should make the turn relatively the same, but it's not going to have that continuation like the AI did.
Yeah, I've always seen the Peak to be a little earlier and a little more forward.
All right, not bad. Probably make a 2-1 off of that. Threw it pretty good, so I'd be happy with that result. But still, again, it got to the friction and just turned and went forward. If I threw the AI there, that's probably going across the head pin. So
Austin, throw a ball good. all I can say. All right, before we go, I'm throwing one more with this ball. I'm gonna see what it does. So what did I get last time I threw it? Oh, I tripped the 4-pin.
Trip the 4-pin.
All right, I'm gonna stand on 30-ish. I'm still looking at 21. This ball just freaking corners, dude. Like
Absolutely
it just
incredible.
hits the friction and goes left.
So I am going to give everyone what they like to see. Just move way left and wheel it to the right. Let's see if it'll make the corner.
Wheel and deal, baby. Wheel and deal.
We'll see if it gets there. This is relatively close to where I was standing in league tonight from the start. So if it's anything like that, it's going to hook. Oh, I missed.
Missed in.
Missed in, hooked early, still got the split out. I mean, for me, anything that gets splits out, I'm going to put in my bag because it's either a split 4-pin or a 10-pin. So I'd rather leave 4 pins and 10 pins.
So what I found out with the Phaze AI is it freaking hooks off of the dry.
Oh my gosh.
And so what I'm gonna do is I've actually found that I've started to, once I move left, is I ball up. And this is a perfect ball to, like, when I need to get left of 20 or even closer to 25, I'm going to ball up into something that's a pearl and super strong.
Gives you that ability to stay nice and relaxed.
Yeah, it gets through the heads, but it actually corners at the end, and that's perfect with this Phaze AI. Which,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's going to be a ball that I use on the fresh a lot to
I got a super strong hand. I can
to
crank
keep
the crap out
to
of it.
keep my angles close to where, because I like, most of the time when I'm bowling, I like to start close to where I know it's going to be open by the end of it. That way I'm not trying to chase the transition in. So this ball will allow me to kind of stay to the left, break my own pattern in, and just continue to throw up my break point. And when that becomes too much, then I can get into something that's a little smoother, doesn't read the friction as fast, and at least hope the 10-pin goes down.
Yeah, so it sounds like if you're a higher rev player, then you might use this on the fresh or fresh lower volume probably. If you are a lower rev, higher speed player, this could come into play if you're playing a little straighter and need that actual reaction down lane. But it definitely gets through the heads and just corners down lane.
One of the hardest cornering balls I've ever seen. I know I'm on the younger side. I haven't seen a lot of equipment.
You call me old?
But I think you just called yourself old.
And it continues. It goes left and continues.
But I really do think this ball is going to be amazing for the lower rev rate bowlers, and I think it's going to give them a lot of opportunity on lanes where the guys who crank the ball are opening it up. They're going to be able to move in with them, kind of play the belly of the pattern a little bit more instead of just trying to stay up the ditch and suitcase it. So I think it's going to be beneficial to those guys.
All right, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. See your VIP Pro Shop to pick up the Phaze AI. See Revolutions or the Lab at Town and Country Lanes to get that Phaze AI.
Check out Zello Gear.
Zello
Bowl
Gear.
for food.
Will Bowl for food.
I'm not sponsored, but Storm.
Will Bowl, the number 4 food. And also check out the podcast every Thursday night on the Downlane Bowling channel on YouTube.
And
live
send us your videos with your swing. We're trying to start a new segment, gain some traction with it. We want to rate you guys live so you guys can come in and chat, hear what we have to say, good or bad. We're going to say it. And they're going to have to tune back in eventually.
Hell yeah. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Good review. Boom. I'll see you.